What's up, family? What's up? What's up? It's your boy MGK back at y'all with another ancient teaching. Hey, if you want to, like I said, follow the boy on Instagram, melanated_God_king. Hey, we get into the teaching today. We talking about the positive and negative frequencies, or people might say energy. And hey, we're gonna see, it's in the scriptures. A lot of the time, people don't really get the full context, or really get the ancient teachings is what's what it's talk about in the script. So we're gonna go through some scriptures today, and then we're gonna get into some science. We're gonna get into the body, and we're gonna get all these things gonna tie in together, and it's all gonna make sense. What we see on our daily lives and what we see on the everyday basis on social media, what we see and just in society itself. You know, it can help out in your life, and you can see how a lot of times, even ourselves, that we think we be positive, but a lot of times we got to check ourselves and go to the Most High and see what we doing. It can be righteous or unrighteous. You know, we always got to check within ourselves. You know, so we're gonna go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verses 9, 12, and 17. So we're gonna start at verse 9, and it says, "And a hypocrite with his mouth destroyed his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered." Let's get another one. "He that is void of wisdom despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace." Verse 17. "The merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh." You got positive and negative. Let's get some more. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 4. Proverbs chapter 15 and 4. We're gonna go up. We're gonna go up from 1 to 4. We're gonna go to 15. The more the verse. Proverbs chapter 15 verses 1 to 4. "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but that the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness." But watch verse 3. This is the key. This is a firm indicator right here. "The eyes of the Most High are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit." See, the Most High is watching everything that we be doing. Everything you be. A lot of times, what I've noticed is, and you know, this happens in every community, but especially in the melanated community, we something else, man. We're gonna get back to some more. I ain't gonna quote all, because there's a bunch of scriptures, so I ain't gonna give all of them. I ain't just quote them out, but that we have to be considerate, and a lot of time we be trying to we be on social media, we be, you know, act like we really doing it out here, like we really making big moves, got it on and popping, and don't even know you living a lie. A lot of folk, they be posting all these they be going everywhere. They one day they might be over here in Uganda, and another way they might be up in Tanzania. Another one they might be in Detroit. Next thing you know, they up in the islands, up in Jamaica somewhere, with the big what they call them, big mimosa. Got your 40-ounce bill. Hey, really doing it. But behind the closed doors, you ain't happy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just be real with yourself. You don't want that negative energy building up into the reality, don't you? I'm just saying. But let's get on back to the scriptures. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 24. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 24. Now, wait a minute. Let's go to 15 though. Let's go to verse 15. Then we'll get to 24. It's alright. "In the light of the king's countenance is life. In his favor is a cloud of the latter rain." Let's go to verse 24. "Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones." Now, that's big. We're going to keep building. We're building up. We're building up. Don't worry. Proverbs chapter 18, 4 and 20. Proverbs chapter 18, verses 4 to 20. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters. The wells spring of wisdom as a flowering brook. Okay, let's see. Let's go to verse 20. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Now let's go. We're gonna go to verse 21. Death and life. Women, it didn't say just death, but it also has life also. We gotta be real with it. Positive, negative. Watch this. The negative, death and life, that's positive, are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So wherever you love to spew out negativity on somebody just because you jealous, because you got heaviness, because you got heaviness at your house, but you want to spew somebody else's to have love, life, and joy. You have people that they feed off of people's energy, feed off of people's spirit, and don't even know they being used. And then next thing you know, you building up a case, you building up a seed that's going up against you, that's in court, in the spiritual court realm, that the enemy is documenting daily against our people, and we don't even really consider. My people don't even consider. Don't don't be ignorant of Satan's devices. We do it on the day, and look, a lot of times it's be religious people, and people really think they really doing it out here, trying to clout chase, want to tell you what you need to be doing in your life, but you up there doing some unrighteousness, and you feel like you justified just because you go to church, or you just because you got all these things that's going on in your life, and that figure that you gonna be blessed. Yeah. Oh yeah, you be blessed alright, but you got to pay for all that. You think, really got it going on, smiling, showing all 33 teeth, and look, next thing you know, that teeth gonna go, them teeth gonna be like, having that love, trying to tell you, gonna be having that love. You don't want that in your life now, I'm trying to tell you. You do not want that in your life. Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 5. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. See there? When you have a wisdom and knowledge and love in life, when you have a balance in life, you have wisdom, you got positive energy. A lot of times it may come faster, and a lot of times it may take longer, but the most I always want is to get wisdom and have positive energy. Learn the balance. You know what I'm saying? We always got to really be considered on what we be doing. Because, hey, we got to be really paying attention. Proverbs chapter 25 verse 18. Look. I didn't even write this down. I didn't even write this one down. I just passed it. Proverbs chapter 22 verses 1 to 2. Proverbs chapter 22 verses 1 to 2. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold. The rich and poor meet together. The Most High is maker of them all. See there? We got to be considerate. We got to be considerate. So, okay, let's go. Okay, Proverbs chapter 25, verse 18. A man that beareth false witness against his neighbor is a mule, and a sword and a sharp arrow. You got to be careful. A man that beareth false witness, so you're lying on somebody. So you're lying out here. You really think you're making moves out here? You really think you really got it going on? But the enemy's lying to you, like, yeah, go on, keep doing it, man. You really doing it out here. You really clout chasing. You stealing people's product. You stealing people's women behind their back. You stealing people's shoes. You stealing people's jewelry. You stealing the money. But don't even know you got a court case that's gonna be coming against you. Hey, so you got to be ready. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Trying to tell you. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Psalms chapter 19 verse 14. Psalms chapter 19 verse 14. Hey, you don't want that. You don't want no case against you. Hey, I want to be on the positive. Yeah, you gotta stay on that positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Got to stay with it. Psalms chapter 19 verse 15. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in the sight, O Most High, my strength and my Redeemer. See there? Feel good every day. Come against negativity. Most High get to renew your strength, get to renew your energy while you sleeping, and you can just be outside. You get to the sun. Well, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, dog, man, you be like that, man. Like, man, look, I ain't thinking about depression. I ain't even thinking about what that individual said about me. I ain't even thinking what they trying to do against me. But I know how to defeat my enemy, because I'm not ignorant of Satan's devices. They try to use people against me, so I have to return right back to sender. Always go to the Most High in everything that y'all do in life. I'm telling y'all. Hey, man, for real. Psalms chapter 17 verse 3. Thou hast proved my heart. Thou hast visited me in the night. Thou hast tried me and shalt find nothing. On purpose that my mouth shall not transgress. So, and then let's see. Yeah, hold on. Which one was that? 17. Okay, 3. Okay, let's go to 4. Concerning the works of men, by the word of thy lips, I have kept me from the path of the destroyer. See what I'm saying? A lot of time we be like, man, why the Most High allow something? Because from the outside perspective, we don't be understanding. A lot of time people be doing stuff to their own self. People be up there doing all this negativity, think you getting away, but don't even know, hey, judgment starts at my house, says the Creator. My house, meaning my melanated children, we got some straighten up that we need to be doing around here. We got some stuff that, hey, we got to come against the negativity. We got to get all the cloud chasers out. We got to get all the heaviness out of here. We got to get all them jealousy spirits, the sellouts. We got to get all them out of here. No, you got to go. You don't want that coming in the kingdom. You don't want that coming all up in your crib and all that up in there. And you, man, look. Trying to pull up, man. Get on out of here. Psalms 39 verse 1. I said I will take heed to my ways, that I sin not with my tongue. I will keep my mouth with a bridle while the wicked is before me. Because a lot of times people will take you there. They will take you there. So you got to have wisdom enough to let the fool make a fool out of himself in front of everybody. Look like what Tahotep said, when you were somebody that's your equal, somebody that's trying to bring negativity, fold your arm and just look at them. Don't have to say nothing, just like you're making a fool out of yourself in front of everybody. You're hollering and screaming, you're clout chasing, you're jealousy, you got envy. Like, man, what? I'm not. Don't give the enemy a reason to accuse you to the Father, because that's what a lot of times they want you to do that. You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer. And Psalms, let's go 141 verse 3. Psalms 141 verse 3. Set a watch, O Most High, before my mouth. Keep the door of my mouth. Keep the door of my lips. Know when to speak, and know when to shut my mouth. We have a hard time in our community that we say too much. We talk too much. We ain't supposed to be, you ain't supposed to let your left hand know what your right hand do it. Don't put your business all that out there on social media and tell everybody what you're doing, what kind of moves you're making out here. Keep silence. You ain't supposed to, hey, don't do that. We always trying to figure that we always gotta tell people, oh, I'm over here. Like I just said, we all over here. We over there. Next thing you know, somebody up there and broke into your crib and then stole all your stuff and did stuff, did some stuff that's not right. Then like what? Like but don't do that. Don't tell your business. Don't tell your business. It's real simple. Keep quiet and tell the Most High, and that's it. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? And let's go to the book of Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29 to 31. Get that, man. Ephesians chapter 4 verses 29 to 31. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, that which is good to use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of the Most High, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. Verse 31. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. See, anger builds up. You don't want all that, but see, you don't want all that. You don't want all that in there. But see, I'm gonna tell you this. But no, don't have all that for no reason. Just to be mad at somebody. See, it's one thing to defend yourself in the righteous way, and it's another thing just to be trying to be angry because you see somebody that happy. They have family, so forth and so on. Or they just happy with themselves and you just mad at that. You got negative energies that you dealing with. You want people to be dealing with that. No. You got to come against that on a daily basis. Like, man, return that right back to sender. Heck no. No. Heck no. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 24. Then I'm gonna hit the main ones that I'm really trying to hit. I'm gonna hit the Proverbs 4. Let's see. Well, let's go. I want to hit 14 real quick. Okay. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14, then we'll go to 24. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Verse 24. Put away thee a froward mouth, and perverse lips put forth from thee. Let's go to 23. And keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. See there? You want life. You don't want negativity. You don't want all that stuff coming into your life. You know what I'm saying? Speak life. I'm trying to tell y'all it's beautiful. Return that negativity back to sender. Come against all that people trying to transfer negativity, and they don't even know. A lot of times people got demonic spirits on them, and then they trying to get off of them to come to you, because they can see it. People see this stuff out here, and that's why it's important to stay covered at all times. You feel me? Let's go. I want to hit Malachi 2:7. Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. People that's bringing the wisdom and knowledge. They're supposed to be bringing you life, wisdom, and understanding. According how we live our life, according to what the Most High expects for us to be living. You don't want that, like I said, you don't want all these people you come around with negativity, and that's coming into your domain, and you up there they got hatred, envy, strife, malice coming all up in your crib, and you don't even know what's going on. Be up there sleep at night, you up there having to fight with all kind of demons and stuff, all these negativity trying to come up on you. You don't know what's going on. But once you get that wisdom and knowledge how to come against it, hey, trying to tell y'all gonna be on a whole nother level with it. Trying to tell you now. But let's go to we're gonna go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15. Let's see. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which he is the head, even Christ. See there? Flip mode on it. But let's see. Speaking the truth in love. A lot of times love is not always love is an action. I'm telling it like it is. It's the truth. It's like in relationships. You gotta tell baby girl, or you want to tell baby boy, man, tell them the truth. Tell me like it is. Keep it real with them on the block. You feel me? Bring that. Tell them like, hey, what we need to be doing, and tell you the positive thing. Okay, you need to work on this right here. This is what we need to work on. We got to get this out the way. I'm trying to tell you now, but we're gonna keep that. We're gonna say that for another day. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 28. The heart of the righteous studied to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. Oh, see that? Oh, I say, oh, That one hit Proverbs chapter 20, verse 17. Bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel. Let's see. Let's see. No. Hold on. Let's go up to 15. There is gold in a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Ooh. I got to read that again. That's so lovely. There is gold in a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. See, there is when you have that positive energy, you spreading the knowledge, you spreading the love. Hey, gold and silver, can't add up to it. But the lips of knowledge are precious and jewel. I'm trying to tell y'all, dog. Man, but the bread of the sea, you out here lying. You really think you got it going on? You showing that you got the new car? You going to the gallery? Got the expensive shoes? Oh, I see you with the Gucci. I see you with the Louis. Hey, I see you. I see you moving. I see you posting. But are you really happy? You rather spend your money on something that's $2,000 where I can stack that and help somebody out and save that for myself and pay some cards off? Come on, bro. Come on, sis. You really think you got it going on? I'm just saying. Are you really happy? Or you just trying to be a follower of material and not the spiritual aspect of life? Let's get it. We almost finished. I'm gonna give some more. I'm gonna try to write these down. Psalms 108 to 12 to 13. Psalms 109 verses 1 to 31. Psalms 110 to 1 to 7. Psalms 34 verse 17. Psalms 91 verse 14. Proverbs chapter 29 1 to 7. So I don't want to take up too much time. So with the word, because I already know how I am. So I want to see what my boy said, what Tahotep says about getting. Let's see. The fool who does not hear, he can do nothing at all. He looks at ignorance and sees knowledge. He looks at harmfulness and sees usefulness. He does everything that one detests and is blamed for it every day. He lives on the things by which one dies. His food is evil speech. Boy, I tell you. It's real. Always spread positive energy. Always spread love. Tell the truth. It may hurt. A lot of times the truth is going to hurt when we don't want to hear it. You know, we don't want to hear the truth about ourselves. We don't want to hear the truth and what was really going on out here, because we rather live a lie versus reality. What's really going on out here? We can't be ignorant of same devices. We can't be ignorant of just anything in every category. Like we got to stay on the tip of our toe. Like Ali said, I got to flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee, baby. You can't hit what your eyes can't see. You know what I'm saying? Hey, now we're gonna get into the science. We got the spiritual science. Now we're gonna get into the reality of the science. Now we're gonna talk about language. We got the workbook here, so excuse me, fam. Excuse me. So we're gonna talk about language here. We almost finished. I'm not gonna be taking too much long now. In general, the left hemisphere of the brain is responsible for language and speech, and it's called the dominant hemisphere. The right hemisphere plays a large part in interpreting visual information and spatial processing. In about 1/3 of people who are left-handed, speech function may be located on the right side of the brain. Left-handed people may need special testing to determine if their speech center is on the left or right side prior to surgery in that area. Aphasia is a disturbance of language affecting speech production, comprehension, reading or writing due to brain injury, most commonly from stroke or trauma. The type of aphasia depends on the brain area damage. The Broca's area lies in the left frontal lobe, and if this area is damaged, one may have difficulty moving the tongue or facial muscles to produce the sounds of speech. The person can still read and understand spoken language, but has difficulty in speaking and writing. Forming letters, words doesn't write within lines, called the Broca's aphasia. The Ramika's area lies in the left temporal lobe. Damage to the area causes the Ramika's aphasia. The individual may speak in long sentences that have no meaning, add unnecessary words, and even create new words. They can make speech sounds, however, they have difficulty of understanding speech and are therefore unaware of their mistakes. See, a lot of time, when you start dealing with the brain, let's see. Let me see if I can have a picture for that. See there? This is if you go. See, let me see where it's something. Let me see the left hemisphere. This is talking about the left hemisphere of the brain. This part. Let me see if I can get a better picture. See the left hemisphere of the brain right here. This part right here. They talking about that gray area. This part with the where you see with the blue. This part is right here. Let's see. Let's see the frontal lobe, the personal, and the frontal lobe. That's this part right here, and it states that's the personality, behavior, emotions, judgment, planning, problem solving, speaking and writing. The Broca's area, like I just showed with the little blue part. The body movement, that's the motor strip. The motor strip is the blue. It look like a island almost into the brain. This part right here. This part right here. And an intelligent body. Okay, that's the body movement with the motor strip. Intelligence and concentration and self-awareness. So that's all this right here. The frontal lobe deals with this part right here of the brain. Okay, we got the parental lobe. Let's see, that's the orange. See how they got everything? See, that's the orange part. This part right here, that's the parental lobe, and it states that interprets language, words, sense of touch, pain, and temperature. The sense of touch, pain, and temperature. That's the sensor strip. That's this part right here. It connects with it. This part right here. And it states interprets signals from vision, hearing, motor, sensory, and memory. The spatial and visual perception. You got the occipital lobe. Where that's at? That's this part right here. That's the purple part. That's this part right here. This part right here. The occipital lobe interprets vision, color, light, movement. You got the temporal lobe. The temporal lobe is the green. You got the Wernicke area as well. That's along with it right there. You see it close? That's this part right here. And that states that understand language. That's the wrinkles area. Memory, hearing, and sequencing and organizing. So this is why I say that we always have to speak the positive energy all the time. You see how they got the brain? You got the right part of the brain. You got the left part. You always speak positive in your life, and it says that the frontal lobe. Let me see. Well, I make sure I'm bringing information. I always got to come correct. See the frontal. Okay, look. What it's talking about in general, the left hemisphere of the brain is responsible for language and speech. Is called the dominant. The left. Some of this part right here, which you know is this part right here. That's in between. Which you know is the corpus. The corpus callosum. The callosum. That's the part that separates. That's in the middle of the brain. So the left part, the left hemisphere, the left side. Speech is called the dominant. The right hemisphere plays a large part in interpreting vision and information in the spinal processing. So the right side of the brain deals with the processing and getting the understanding of the brain, getting the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Then with the left side gives the visual. So as what we see in the spiritual, we can also see in the natural realm as well. So we got that. So we got that out the way. Okay. Okay, trying to put the stuff back in here. This is why we got to stay. We got to watch what we be saying and how we treat people and what we be saying to ourselves. A lot of times we're gonna be speaking negative things to ourselves, and we don't even know that you already said what you said. So you gotta be careful in what you be speaking out and what you be saying. You know. The cortex. Now we're gonna get into the cortex. So this is where we got to be really be careful. Okay, the cortex. It's the surface of the cerebrum. It's called the cortex. It has a folded appearance with hills and valleys. See there? When it's talking about in the scriptures and the hills and the valleys, it talks about how all this stuff is in the brain. It's the vortex of the brain, and how everything that they're putting in the scriptures is actually talking about within yourself. That how we got to be, how we treat ourselves and the emotions. All this stuff is in you right here. Hills and valleys. The cortex contains 16 billion neurons. And the cerebellum has 70 billion to equal to 86 billion total. They are arranged in Pacific layers. See how the Most High do? The Most High do with decently in order, wisdom and knowledge. Okay, the nerve cell by its color, the cortex gray brown, giving its name the gray matter. Beneath the cortex are long nerve fibers, which is known as the axons or the axons, that connect brain areas to each other, called the white matter. Okay. Let me finish. I've got to finish this. The cortex contains neurons, which is the gray matter, like we just said in the previous paragraph, which are interconnected to other brain areas by the axon, which is the white matter. The cortex has a folded appearance. A fold is called the gyrus in the valley between the succulus. The folding of the cortex increases the brain surface area, allowing more neurons to fit inside the skull and enabling higher functions. Each fold is called the gyrus, and each groove between folds is called a succulus. There are names or for the folds and grooves that help define specific brain regions. So I'm gonna show y'all pictures so you will see what it look like. So y'all see the picture. So you will see all the stuff that's inside of you and what it does. Our ancestors understood this as science. They telling you science. They understood this so you can see how your body functions and what we'll be saying. How you see the gray area, you see the brown and the white area. All that is inside of your brain. And then you got the deep structures. When we almost finished. Ain't gonna keep it too much of your time. The deep structure, the pathways are called the white matter's tracks connect areas of the cortex to each other. Messages can travel from one gyrus to another. See there? Hey, see how I say the Most High is always seeing what we be doing? Also, that's how the Most High does within our bodies, send messages on how the Most High, how He speaks through dreams and visions. From one lobe to another, from one side of the brain to the other. The structure deep inside the brain, hypothalamus, is located in the floor of the third vertical and is master control of the automatic system. It plays a role in controlling behaviors such as hunger, thirst, sleep, and sexual response. It also regulates body temperature, blood pressure, emotions, and secretions of hormones. The pituitary gland lies in the small pocket of the bone at the skull base called the telocea. The pituitary gland is connected to the hypothalamus of the brain by the pituitary stalk known as the master gland. It controls other endocrine glands in the body. It secretes hormones that control sexual development, promote bone and muscle growth, and responds to stress. Okay, got the pineal gland, which is my favorite out of all of them. I love all the stuff, but the pineal gland is basically my favorite. It's located behind the third ventricle. It helps to regulate the body's internal clock and circadian rhythm by secreting melatonin, and it has some role in sexual development. So that's where it's talking about how that's what I be saying. That a lot of times we have to be careful. Like I just said, we got to be careful how we speak and what we do, the foods that we eat, the people that we hang around. All this has an effect. That how the enemy trying to kill us spiritually. So doesn't want the melanated people to wake up. Doesn't want to know about our spiritual power. How we got that we know that we have power and authority as the God, and God is on this earth. Knowing that we able to conquer anything. You know what I'm saying? Balance is the key of life. Wisdom and knowledge and patience is the key of life. So we have to have we got to break down it. So we got to know about the body, the kingdom. When you really looking at on the deeper level, it's talking about your body. It's the head, it's your crown on your hair. Your hair and your structure of your brain is the kingdom. That's why you think when black we say it in the derogatory way, man, that man got a big dome, man. That man got that big forehead right there. Let's talk about everything within the brain, your hills and the valleys, all is up here. I made through a walk through the valley of the shadow of death. That fear won't come up on me. I sit at the aisles of the water. I walk through the green pastures. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff right here is within you. Always speak positive. Why you think I be saying that? Always speak positive and come against negativity on a daily basis. Because this stuff can have an effect on your spiritual, come into the flesh and the mental, and also when you will sit in your reality with your two flesh eyes. The thalamus serves as a relay station for almost all information that comes and goes into the cortex. It plays a role in pain suspension, attention, alerts, and memory. Bring all these things that I have studied and bring back to my memory. That's what you got to say to yourself, that the Most High bring all the things that you have done back to your memory. Positive things. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff you might have studied. things you might have studied, and just what where we be in school, or you just just bringing the information here. When you start talking to people, you start that we bring all the stuff back to your remembrance. Then you're able to know what you're talking about when you're bringing information to our people. So then you have the Balsic ganglia, includes the cardiac, the putamen, and the globus pallidus. This nuclei work with the cerebellum to coordinate fine motions such as the fingertip movements. Then you got the limbic system, is the center of our emotions. Learning and memory included in the system are the cingulate, the gyri, the hypothalamus, the amygdala, the emotion reaction, and the hippocampus. That's the memory. The hippocampus is the memory. Then you got let's go back. The amygdala. That's the emotion and reaction. Yeah, it's a lot into this. Now I'm just gonna read memory real quick, and this is the last one. Memory is a complex process that includes 3 phases: encoding, deciding what information is important, storing, and recalling. Different areas of the brain are involved in different types of memory. Your brain has to pay attention and rehearse in order for an event to move from short-term to long-term memory, called encoding. We got to be real careful. I'm trying to tell y'all. So that's today. That goes on today's teaching. Positive and negative energy. Hope y'all have, y'all speak positive things in your life. You speak positive things to one another. Speak positive things to yourself. Between you and the Most High, always ask for more ancient wisdom, knowledge, and consciousness and understanding in all categories of life. A piece of the melanated family all 4 corners of the earth. Where we're in the motherland, we'll be on the islands. Y'all in Mexico, Africa. Y'all already know where we at. We everywhere, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just speak positive. Come against negativity all days of your life. Wisdom and knowledge. Peace.